Hello everyone, it's Frances. Thank you so much for joining this practice today. Let's do a short sequence that helps with re-energizing the body whilst also promoting a nice, calm and balanced state of mind. We're going to begin seated. So wherever you are, whether that's on a yoga mat or whether you found a seat outside, then just make sure that the sitting bones are nice and even on the flat surface you're on. You might want to have a cushion or a bolster underneath you. This can sometimes help to lengthen the spine a little bit more to give you a bit more space in your hips. So let's just begin the practice by grounding down, palms facing up or down, or in any hand gesture or mudra that you may want to work with today. So finding your seat and just tuning into the senses right now, physically feeling this space where you are through feeling the surface of your body pressing into the ground beneath you. Feel your ankles or legs crossing. Feel your sitting bones underneath you. Feel the feet. You might want to wriggle the toes. Begin to listen to the noises that surround you, whether man-made or natural. Listen to the environment. And hopefully you found a nice, comfortable space for you to be able to explore your practice without any judgment, any distractions. If your eyes are still open, just rolling the eyes around the eye sockets in one direction. So looking and rolling the eyeballs might be a little bit strange for some of you, but still working with the muscles here. And just rolling them around the other direction. You can go as slow or as fast as you'd like. And then when you're ready, just gently closing down the eyes for us to just center and ground into our bodies before we begin to move. Noticing the state of our physical, mental, and emotional bodies right now. Just acknowledging if there's any particular tension or tightness, fatigue, injury in your body that you may need to be more mindful of today. And just as it is a little bit easier to work around the ailments that we can see and feel physically, just an invitation here to note down any emotions or mental fluctuations that may be present in your state right now, and just honoring the tenderness or compassionate, gentle approach to whatever's happening in that more formless, invisible, intangible parts of ourselves. Just equally as important as our physicality. Feeling into the breath. Become aware of your whole body soaking up the inhale. And the whole body releasing and letting go with the exhale. letting the breath really anchor us down. Our practice has already begun. And see if you can extend your exhales a little bit longer than your inhalations to help switch on and activate that more soothing, nurturing state of energy within us. And just helping yourself slow down. Slowing down the breath, slow down the mind. And that has its own domino effects on our physiology, chemical reactions inside our body. So embrace this medicinal tool that is the breath. Simple, mindful breathing here, that's all we're doing before we begin to move. Now either staying like this, continuing to anchor into your breath, otherwise bring your hands together, palms pressing, fingers pressing, and you're welcome to join me for a single chant of Om, the universal seed sound, where we inhale to prepare, exhale, together we'll share this mantra together. So we inhale. Let the vibrations move through you, echoing throughout the entire body, ready to begin the practice of movement here as we bring the hands onto the knees. Let's create some spinal circles here, keeping both sitting bones pressing into the earth. Just become very, very mindful of the part of your body behind your belly button. So that mid-center of the core. Focusing this movement on this middle to lower area of the spinal column just behind the belly button. Inhaling, we come forward to the side. Exhale, backwards. Other way around now. Getting the chest, the shoulders involved, the collarbones involved here. Coming into an upright position where we come back into stillness. Inhale, we raise the arms, both arms reach up, extend fingertips, the sides of the body, lengthen, looking up, reaching up. Feel the shoulder blades lift up towards the ears. Feel your tailbone just grounding down beneath you. Inhale. Exhale, we lower both hands down. Let's stretch side to side here as we, on your right side, my left. Place that hand down as the opposite hand reaches up and over. Stretching through the pinky fingers here, grounding down through both sitting bones, spiraling, rolling the chest up towards the sky, keeping the bottom shoulder away from that ear. Just take natural organic breaths here, full breaths, feeling into the expansion of the side body especially. Inhale upright, exhale down to the other side. Spiraling that opposite rib cage up towards the sky. Bottom shoulder moves down away from the ears. Inhale all the way back up to center. Just moving the shoulders up and away from the ears. Maybe inhale up, exhale down, and you might want to just envision yourself shrugging off an imaginary backpack filled with all of the thoughts, passing events that have happened that we may still be holding on to. So we want to shrug that energetic backpack off, lessen the load on our shoulders, accentuating the movement of the collarbones and the shoulders in order to do this. Exhaling as you release that imaginary backpack. Beautiful. Coming into stillness, let's come onto all fours. You can roll onto your hands and knees. I'm going to come on the side here. And just placing all 10 fingers down onto the ground, spreading them nice and wide. As if you're wanting to claw into your yoga mat, just into the carpet, floor, or grass beneath you. Coming into a downward facing dog. So we lift up from the knees, lifting tailbones, sitting bones up and behind us, pedaling the feet. Finding your expression of this pose today. There can be a beautiful, generous bend in both knees here. And you pay attention to the base of this posture by acknowledging how the feet and hands are aligning right now, making sure the toes are pointing forward, fingers are pointing forward, thumbs inwards, pressing through the palms, the balls of the palms. Propping ourselves, pressing through the earth with our hands to help us engage the shoulders and shoulder blades as they move down the back, lengthening the spine, bringing space into that upper back and neck area here. The heels can be up or down. Just activating our lower legs, pressing and just playing around, pressing into all 10 toes, maybe moving side to side, seeing what that feels like in the body. Engaging the shins, the calves, lifting the kneecaps up, we activate the thighs. Bring the attention to the front of our body now. Let's just notice where the ribs are. And if they're flaring out, we just try and tuck our ribs in slightly. Not to overbend our backs here. Inhale, knees down, looking forward. Cat pose and cow pose. Inhale here in cow. Exhale with cat as we press the ground away from us, lifting the backs of the heart up towards the sky, tucking tailbone underneath, full exhale. Inhale, arching the back, collarbones broaden. Exhaling into that arched pose here, looking like a cat. Inhaling and exhale once more. Coming back to a neutral position with the spine and tabletop. Let's just widen the knees slightly and just move the spine in a different direction. So side to side now. So instead of a cat or cow, let's move as if we are an oceanic animal. So now the spine is moving side to side and the tailbone moves as if it has a fin behind it. So a fish, shark, whale. It's wagging our tail here or propelling ourselves forward, and let the rest of the spine follow through from the initiation of the tailbone's movement here. Continuing to press through your hands, your palms. Wonderful. Coming into stillness, let's tuck the toes. Lift the knees only slightly off the ground this time. We're not coming into a downward facing dog. Let's just activate our core here. And in this position, just tucking our pubic bone slightly more up towards the belly button to engage our abdominals. Pressing the earth away from you. Beautiful. Any shakes are welcome. Switching on, activating any muscles. And when you're ready, just drop the knees. Come down into a child's pose, whether that's wide-legged or keeping the knees close. Forehead comes down towards the ground. You might want to place one hand on top of the other to allow your forehead to rest. Feel your sitting bones rest near to your heels. They don't need to be touching. You can always use a pillow in this pose between your glutes and heels or underneath the forehead. Let's inhale back onto our hands and knees position here, tucking the toes, lifting tailbone up and back into our downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up, bending that right knee so heel comes to glute. We're in a three-legged dog here, but it doesn't really matter what it's called. We're just making shapes with our body. You can move that lifted ankle up. Create circles with that lifted foot, keeping that left leg engaged. Both hands still pressing evenly into the ground, relaxing the head and neck. And right glute, that lifted leg is active. Inhale, let's bring that right knee towards the nose by tucking it in to a tiger curl. And then let's just bring it back up. Inhale, tuck the knee in towards the nose and we let it land in front into a low lunge here. Inhale, bring both hands up, prayer position. Lifting the sides of the body, exhale, hands come towards the chest, coming into our twist as we hook that left elbow outside of the right knee, twisting towards the right side if the right leg is in front. Keeping that upper elbow lifted and pointing towards the sky, pressing palms together to help broaden the collarbones and chest. Inhale, lengthens the spine. Exhale, we twist from the belly button. Focusing more the twist on our thoracic cavity here, that chest rotation as opposed to neck rotation. The eyes can look down just in front of you or to the horizon, or look up if it's comfortable for your neck. One more breath. Exhale, come back to center. Stepping back into downward facing dog. Let's do that on the other side. Inhale, lift left leg up, bending that left leg to bring the left heel towards the glute. Both hands are pressing evenly into the ground. Right leg now is active as it presses through, keeping yourself stable in this three-legged dog. That lifted leg, the glute is activated here. Inhale, bring that left knee towards the nose. Tiger curl. Back of the heart lifts as we tuck our chin towards our chest. And coming back up, extend the leg. Remembering to breathe. Inhale, knee comes close to the nose. And we step through, landing left foot in front, back knee comes down, coming into that beautiful low lunge here. Stretching the rib cage away from the hips. Side body lengthens. Next exhale, we bring that prayer hands towards the chest as we hook outside that front left knee to help rotate that chest towards the left side. Upper elbows facing towards the sky. And we just stay here for this twist, this low to the ground twist. Feeling the lengthening of the spine as you inhale. Exhale, we allow the body to loosen, to maybe twist a little bit more as we bring our belly buttons closer towards the spine on the exhale. Using the exchange of the palms here to give you that boundary line for you to twist from. Staying with your breath. Inhale back to center. Both palms down, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward. And we just bring that foot outside the right hand. So we're in a lizard-like position here. The back foot can do what it would like. You can keep the toes curled or untucked. See what feels more beneficial for your body today. And here we just create some circles with our hips, keeping the collarbones broad and just ensuring that you maintain that integrity of your spine here. Keeping the sternum directing forward as opposed to down on the ground. Circulating our hips, just little micro movements the other way around. I'm going to give you some options here. There's an option to stay exactly where you are in this beautiful posture, however that feels and looks like in your body today. Or you can bring elbows down, looking forward. You might also have a bolster you might rest on. Or you can keep that left hand down as you inhale, right hand up and over into this twisted pose here. Opening that chest. Option to lift the back foot up. Bring a more intense, this added layer to this posture. Not forcing anything, but just working with your body and where it wants to explore and move today. If you are in this pose, make sure that the knee is comfortable and it's on a soft surface. Make sure that all points of contact to the earth are very much pressing all evenly down. Spine is lifted. Breath is smooth. And next breath, let's come back to center. Lift that back knee up and we bring that right knee back, right foot back, downward facing dog. Other side, left knee comes, bring the left foot to the outside of the left hand, Here we're in this lizard pose. Back knee is down. Again, you can tuck your back right foot or untuck wherever you are. Just notice your posture. Rolling the shoulder blades down the spine, maintaining the integrity of all that work we've done so far to help create space in our body and our back. Space between the neck, the head, the shoulders. Collarbones are broad, sternum is moving forward. Crown of the head lifts, making room for the breath to move a little bit more smoother, more freely within us. Option to stay exactly as you are, or if you on the other side have moved from this posture to your forearms on the ground or on a bolster, or whether you've come to another expression of the pose by placing that bottom hand down on the ground, lifting the left hand up and back. That twist, reaching back, opening the heart space, chest space. And only if you'd like to explore what it feels like in your body today, you can lift that back ankle up towards your hand. And wherever you are, just working with your breath. And usually the breath can tell us exactly whether the pose is working with our bodies today or against it. So if you feel like you're holding onto your breath or it feels a bit jagged or sharp or forced, then we just help modify ourselves. Maybe not exploring as many layers of a posture as our minds, our brains may have wanted to, but instead just using the props if needed, staying exactly as you are, finding a bit of movement in the posture, whether that's through the hips or shoulders. When you're ready, just gently release that foot. If you're here, bring that upper hand back onto the ground, lifting the back knee off the ground, step back, downward facing dog. And from here, we just walk the hands back up to a standing position. So forward fold here. It can be a generous bend in the legs as you grab onto opposite elbows, letting the head hang freely. Or if you'd like to bend your knees a little bit more, you can give yourself a little bit of an embrace here. Extending the exhalations, feeling the belly button naturally gravitate closer, more inwards towards the spine as you release the breath. Listening to the natural sound of the in-breath and out-breath through the nostrils. Releasing the hands, bending the knees. Hips move back as we slowly unfurl ourselves to come up to a standing upright position as hands rise up. Exhale, swan dive down. Heart leads the way. Hands move back. Inhale, coming into a chair pose. Sitting back as we reach the arms forward. Staying here for a few breaths, pressing into all 4 points of the feet, of the outer, inner edges, the heel, balls of the feet. Tucking pubic bone towards the spine, up towards the belly button. Inhaling here. Exhale, let's pour forward again. Arms swoop back. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, staying here, just comb the fingertips down the sides of your body, outward. Bringing hands to prayer towards your sternum, your heart space. Noticing any shifts that have happened during your practice, physically, mentally, emotionally. You might notice a closer sense of connection to your bodily processes of breathing, feeling into your circulation, your heartbeat. And I invite you all to just create an intention. It might be one word that you may want to bring with you after this practice out into the world to continue your practice in a different way. One word, one intention. that you'd like to weave into your conversations, your thoughts, your actions. Repeat that word 3 times in your mind, in your heart. And gently bowing down the head with gratitude for taking the time to create a little bit more space in your mind, body, your heart. And I'm very grateful for you all for sharing your practice with me. And I look forward to sharing this practice next time.